Oh, yeah, pipe smokers, yeah. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel. You know the drill. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Thank the Lord. So grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite blend, and grab your favorite beverage. Yeah, it is Wednesday, the 16th of April, 2025. Oh, yeah, so we have a Cold Bush beer next to us right here, unopened, unadulterated, unmolested, and ready to sip on. Here we go. I love this sound. Ah, yeah. Cheers. Ah, and we have a gorgeous pipe. This is a Rat Rays Hail to the King 9mm. I bought this brand new, set me back a few bucks. But my buddy, the pipe smoker, says you gotta have a Rat Rays. And in it, we have some vintage Scotty's Butternut Burley. Yeah, let's set it on fire. Here we go. Yeah. And then we'll talk about what's going on. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. When I puff on a pipe, it's like, I don't know if it's for you the same way for you guys and gals, but it's instant relaxation within like 5 to 10 seconds. I can feel my heart rate go down. I can feel my blood pressure go down. I can feel the stress just removed because I'm just sitting there puffing on my pipe. No drama, no stress. I've done my day's work and I'm here at the home that I have for now because I was asked to leave. Yeah, with no just cause, but it doesn't matter. You know, he's going to move. I don't know what my landlord's plan is, but he gave me a 60-day notice. You all know that. And so I'm just dealing with that. I've looked at 4 houses. I put in 2 offers. The first offer they told me I had, and then that crashed and burned. And then looked at 2 other houses that were scary. Looking at another house tomorrow, which looks really cool. I don't want to get excited about it. After looking at 4 houses and putting in 2 offers and losing those offers, being overbid or whatever, I'm just kind of numb to it all. And like John Kruger told me, my buddy John Kruger, is like, just take it unemotionally, go in, test everything out, flush the toilet, turn on all the lights, turn them off, make sure everything works, look at the neighborhood, and then make your decision after that. And I think what he really meant is look at the property, make an unemotional decision. Because, the last 2 property, well, the first property I put an offer on, I fell in love with it. And then they told me, yeah, your offer's accepted. And then they called me up the next day and said, this guy pulled the Hispanic card, a race card, saying that, he wants to offer 5,000 more than you do. That's all bullshit. And I was really I was crushed. And so I'm just going to do what my buddy John Kruger says, is him and his beautiful wife, Paula. She's a wonderful lady. John Kruger, you're a lucky man. And so I'm just gonna be like one of those dinosaur raptors. I got a house I'm gonna look at tomorrow. I won't get into all the details. They showed it. They had one of those delayed offers where they show it one day and then accept offers, but they had the price way too high as the starting bid, and they got no bids. So I told my realtor, I says, look, this house is $139. My max budget is $130. And I know what my budget is. I'm not going to eat ramen noodles to live in a house, okay? So I said, look, call the realtor up, say, look, my max deal is $130. If she doesn't feel comfortable with that, or that the buyer might accept it, I don't even want to go look at it. She says, I contacted the realtor. We'll go look at it tomorrow. She says they might entertain your offer. We shall see. But I'm not, as I get declined more and more and more, like I said, I've made 2 offers, and both of them I've been outbid. And the first one I was heartbroken. The second one I was just like, oh man. Now the third one, if they don't accept it, fuck you. You know what? I got 5 other houses that I'm interested in, and I'm going to buy one of them. So, Mr. or Mrs. Realtor, Mr. and Mrs. Seller of this house I'm looking at tomorrow, if you don't accept my offer, I'm only giving you one offer. That's it. There's no counter offers. I'm giving you my maximum offer. If you don't accept it, fine. I'll just be like, all right, I'm going to make 4 more offers tomorrow. Friday, I have the day off. I'll go look at 4 or 5 houses. I don't care. I'm not falling in love with nothing. I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to be focused. Is this house fucked up? Or is this something that, a place I would like to spend the rest of my life at? And then the seller has to decide if they're going to accept my max offer. If they don't, oh well. I'm not going to become emotionally involved anymore. And, kind of felt like a punching bag the last week or so, week and a half or so. I got the 60-day notice to move out. Wasn't even in writing, so it's not legal. But, I respect my landlord, and I care about him, and I'm going to do everything I can to do that. And he doesn't have any just cause to do that. I've always paid my rent on time. Boom, 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 boom. I pay it the day before most of the time that it's due. But we're all talking about mood points and everything. But you know what? There is a house out there that I will find, that I will be able to buy. They'll accept my offer. My financing's going to go through, and I'm going to be happy. A very happy man living there. House I'm looking at tomorrow actually has a wood-burning fireplace, which is really something that I've been wanting. The wood-burning stove would be nice, but a wood-burning fireplace, I'll settle for that all day long. Oh, yeah. The Scotty's Butternut Burley is so good. So I hope you're all having a good Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, the 17th, and then I work for a great company. All right, it's a family-owned business. They're Italians. They pay us to have Good Friday off. I'll take that. So Friday I have the whole day off for Good Friday. It's a paid holiday on them. I'll take that all day long. Thank you very much. There's some other things going on behind the scenes that, well, I don't know, I haven't dated a girl in 3 or 4 years. I've been separated from my wife for 11 years. And, I told her, I says, look, wherever I find a house, there may come a day where you're just going to want to work things out, and you'll be welcome there, and I'll be waiting for you. I don't know. I told her, I says, look, my 2 youngest kids that live with you, they're 21 and 22. Eventually, they're going to get married. They're going to buy their own houses, and you're not going to want to live in a $1,500 a month townhouse by yourself. She's older than I am. She's 4 years older than I am. She's 64. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. We've been married 30 years. We're not legally separated. We're still legally married. And, we've gotten along. Well, at first not so well, but then, as time go on, things soften the wounds. And so, we'll see about all that. Who knows? God could repair my marriage. I'm a different guy than I was 11 years ago. I'm not going to get into the whole relationship with my wife thing. It's really nobody's business. We still love each other. I will tell you that. Smokes so good. And the Scotty's Butternut Burley tastes so good. Everything always works out. At first, when I was given my 60 days notice to move out by my landlord, I was like, oh my gosh, I was panicking. I was like, what am I going to do? And then I was like, hold on. My military training came back to me. My Boy Scout training came back to me. And I was like, The worst thing that you can do in a situation that's really bad is panic. You have to keep moving. If you just stand still, you're a dead man. If you keep moving forward, you take the failures along the way, you will come out on the other side, and everything shall pass, and you will succeed. I firmly believe that. I'm going to let this pipe rest a little bit. I've been smoking her like a freight train. She's getting a little warmer than I want her to be, so we'll be back in a nanosecond. Yeah. You have to remain strong in these times. Not too bad for a 60-year-old guy, huh? I don't have horrible biceps. Dang, it almost looks like I work out. Oh, I do every day at work. Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I graduated to a cigarette. And just remember, you gotta stay strong. Those are not gym muscles. Those are muscles made from working hard at work. My bicep is almost as big as my head, although it needs a tan. What are you gonna do, you know? So I want to be in a house that I own. I don't want to be in a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm not going to be in a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy a house. I will not be in a 2-bedroom apartment with idiots all around me. No. Shit, where'd my beer go? My cat must have drank it. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, so even though this is not going to be my home for very much longer, I still feel comfortable here because I'm here. It's peaceful. Yeah, quiet. Except for that noise. Don't you love the sound of a beer opening up? How many of you are old enough to remember the pull tabs where you pulled the tab and it went and came off in your hand instead of folding back? It was like, and people used to make necklaces out of them back in the 60s and 70s, you know. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, you're like less than 60 years old. Cheers. Oh, yeah. So that bowl's pretty much toast. I pretty much smoked that whole bowl during our Wednesday night smoke together. Yeah. Was puffing on it like a train. So everything's going to be all right. Yeah. It is going to be all right. But there's no way I can live in an apartment. I mean, I could, but most of them don't allow smoking in there in New York State. How am I going to play my guitar? How am I going to do my karaoke at home? The neighbors will be complaining to the office, and I just, no. Everything gonna be all right. Always is. Always has been. If it wasn't going to be all right, you wouldn't be watching this video. I wouldn't be here. Everything gonna be all right. Yep. So, I hope y'all have a good Wednesday night. I hope your Thursday's great too. And then we have Good Friday on Friday, and I have a paid holiday off. Saturday I have off, and Sunday I have off. I'm going to be a house hunting machine. Yeah. I'm going to give these people, I'm going to look at the house tomorrow, and I'm going to be a raptor. I'm going to be like, look, all the appliances come with it. $130,000, one offer, take it or leave it. All right. And that's that, you know. And if they don't accept it, fine. There's 5, 6 other houses I'm going to look at. And I'm going to buy one of them. My loan is pre-approved. I'm going to buy one of them, but don't have to be yours. You know? So just take my offer. We'll see what happens. And yeah, the Paul Gilson YouTube channel, keep smoking, keep sipping on a couple of beers, you know, and at night after work, I don't get drunk, but yeah, we're just going to keep doing that, keep moving forward, and something will, all of a sudden, everything is going to go through all smooth and nice, and I'll have my retirement home. Well, it's about 10 years before I expected to buy my retirement home, but sometimes that's the way it goes, you know. Anyways, peace out. Yeah, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah. So I do have my K. Woody collection that I'm going to sell. So if anybody's interested, it's for sale. Just let me know if you're interested in it and we can talk. Paul Gilson. Over, but not out. Not even close to being out. Love y'all.